the value that Polk brings to Drake May is he is not going to drop anything. Like he would willingly walk into the middle of the freeway to convert on 3rd and 7. Like I see him as another Jacoby Myers plus potentially. It's got some of the best hands in this class, makes crazy acrobatic catches that nobody has any business making. And, you know, one of EJ and I's favorite phrases is the job description is in the title, wide receiver. You got to catch the ball. There were a lot of negative plays on Drake May's film that honestly I thought were caused by his receivers, either having the ball bounce off his hands or just running the wrong route or just not doing the job description. Polk is going to do the job description. He's going to be reliable. He's going to be a warrior over the middle. He's going to make crazy catches 20, 30 yards down the field. Is he nearly as explosive as Baker? I don't think so. Is he going to be as splashy as Baker? I don't think so. Is he going to be the guy that this team, you know, when they're in a really rough spot and they just need somebody to make a play, is he going to be that guy? I think he will, you know, just like Julian was for a while, you know, just like Amendola, just like Wes. I mean, he's not obviously that archetype. That's more of the Pop Douglas archetype. But in terms of just, can we rely on you to get us out of a jam like all those guys did? I think that's what Polk is going to do for Drake.
And you mentioned Drake. What I loved about both of these guys is it felt like once you got past Xavier Legette, who it's been reported they were trying to trade up for, you guys know that was my guy. Didn't happen. It's all right. 2 receivers are better than 1. But it felt like at some point after him, you were going to say, okay, do we want the guy with size who's going to catch everything, maybe can also separate, or do we want explosiveness? And it felt like it was kind of hard to find both. So I did like the fact that they went with Hay. Like you said, watching Drake May, it was so frustrating how often there would be a play to be made. And it's just like, hey, the quarterback can't literally do everything, and guys aren't capitalizing on opportunities. It feels like Baker, especially being more of a separator, can be that guy for him early on who's that reliable target. And then Polk, where, I mean, even if a guy's tripped all over him, he's still going to make the catch. And they kind of overlap in that way. Kind of similar to the Drake May question, I'm curious. How soon do you think these guys will be able to contribute, and what do you think their roles will be? Because I'm seeing Baker as the X, Jalen Polk is like more of a Z, but also slot. I would find it hard to believe that he didn't work his way into the rotation by like mid-season just because he's so talented. But what do you guys think? Brett, will keep the ball rolling with you.
Well, I don't know about EJ, but I kind of feel like week 1, like they could get snaps. I don't know if they're going to get all the snaps week 1 because you do got, you know, some incumbent veterans. You still got Bourne there. You know, we liked what Pop Douglas did as a rookie. I don't know what they're going to do with Juju, but like, wouldn't be surprised if he's getting some snaps because like he can block, right? But as far as receivers that can bring juice to the offense, they're probably 2 of the top 3 on the team. So why wouldn't you give them snaps immediately, regardless of who's going to be the quarterback? So I don't know about you, EJ, but I kind of feel like 20, 30 snaps each week 1 should probably be counted on.
I would say 20 to 30 for Polk, and I really see him as an X because of what Brett was talking about. It's not necessarily that I think people get too hung up on X's being able to get down the field deep. And there are a lot of X's that, again, it's just the guy that you need to go to. Like when we need a thing, can you get it? And Polk can get that in the short to mid range pretty much anywhere. He can get it across the field. He can get it at the boundary. He can get it back shoulder. He can get it just by climbing over a guy, catching a ball. And I think that really puts him more in the X role. The explosiveness, the ability to get down the field, the versatility to get it in the slot. For me, that puts Baker on a sort of Z slot path. Because of that, because of the mix of receivers or lack thereof that the Patriots have sort of in the room right now, I think Polk actually probably gets on the field sooner on the left-hand side and has more snaps overall than Baker. Baker is going to be that time to threaten receiver, right? He's going to come in as wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 4, and everybody's going to go, oh, damn, the fast guy's here. Like we got to do something else. And again, that's not going to be as many snaps. So it might even be 2-1 Polk to Baker in the early going. But again, we're going to see those fewer but explosive plays from Baker that people are really going to get excited about. And you're going to see that steady, consistent production from Polk that I think more than anything is going to have Drake May going, hey man, don't take that guy off the field. Like, I like that guy. And when you're, highly drafted rookie quarterbacks, like, no, I've got a connection with that guy. and you need something on 3rd and 7, you're asking me, I want him. And that's how young receivers really, I would say, earn or just get locked into playing time as the quarterback goes, no, look, you've seen what we've done the last 3 weeks. Like, don't take him off the field in high pressure situations. And once that hurdle's over, once that confidence is established, we're going to see a lot of snaps for Polk because he is just wildly reliable.
Testing my skills on Prize Picks this season is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $1,000 with just a few taps. Use the code CLNS for the first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
What you saw what happened with Puka last year with the Rams, where it became very obvious within the first 3 games that Stafford was like, he's never coming off the field. He's getting 70 snaps a game, guys. I'm sorry. Give him some Gatorade, but you cannot take him away from me. And like he became comfort food for that offense. And I wouldn't be surprised if Polk is the same thing. I'm not saying he's going to put up 1,500 yards, but you get what I'm saying. Like role-wise, whether it's Jacoby or Drake, they're going to be like, I don't know. He catches the freaking ball. Don't put him on the sidelines.
And that's the thing with this young core. It's going to be exciting because they do get to learn and grow together. It's not like the Tom Brady era where a young guy's going to come in and God help him. If he's going to leave with his confidence, is he going to like run out with his tail between his legs? We don't know because Tom Brady's not putting up with any bullshit. But it's funny, EJ, because my prediction for the guys was kind of flipped in terms of snap count and role, but because they're versatile, because they can win in so many different ways from different alignments. Also, want to give both these guys shout outs for what they do when they're not targeted. They're nasty, high-effort run blockers. You see, like, I'm going through Baker and doing a deep dive where, like, his quarterback throws a bad pick. Baker's the one who punches it out. He's sprinting downfield to see if he can throw a block or celebrate with his teammates. Like, they do all the little things where it's hard to see them on the sideline because they both seem like maniacs when it comes to preparation as well. So I could see either one of these guys or both emerging as top targets, whether it's X, C, what have you. It's going to be exciting to see how that actually plays out.
Take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets at Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code CLNS and get $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed.